Hi everybody. I just wanted to come on here and basically just bring some encouragement to anybody who is about to take the ITIL or the ITIL. I don't know how some people might say. I say ITIL. It's ITIL. So if you're going to take that certification, it's the version 4. I just wanted to bring some encouragement to you. So May 30th this year, 2025, while I was taking my program, my computer user support program, one of the things that we had, one of the courses was based on ITIL. So it was the ITIL, the infrastructure about, service management. And so we was taking that, and I said, well, let me at least get this certification, because we have to get, I think it's like 4 certifications, and one of them was ITIL. And so I just wanted to come on here and encourage you that if you're feeling nervous about it, I believe that as long as you study, as long as you're doing your best. For example, when I was in the military, I was a hospital corpsman, and I had to go, I don't know if they call it an A school or C school or whatever, but I had to go to school for a corpsman, hospital corpsman in the Navy. And every time I would do my part, I always got a good grade. Every time I studied and then I prayed, I asked the Lord, please help me to pass, I would usually get like an A. Probably, I think I barely got even a B. And so I say that to say is just study. As long as you study, as long as you do your best, study and doing your part, then you'll be good to go, because you did your best. And one thing I want to say too, it's really, to me, wasn't a very hard certification exam. Basically, what I did was I was, in class, so I got information from when I was in class. We have the definition, so we went over it. And one thing the teacher did, which was really cool, is that she would give us, we would play this on this platform called Blue. So I don't know if anybody knows about Blue, but it's just a fun way of memorizing the information. And so because you want to win, because you want to get in first place, so you making sure that you study, especially the basically studying everything that we're supposed to study for version 4. So everybody's studying, and so we can get in first place. It's just a really fun game. So that's what I did. I did do, so she made, let me backtrack. So she made a lot of Blue Kits, versions of different like games that we could play. So we did Blue Kit, and then also she created memorization class test quizzes on Quizlet. So I did that. And just during your day, you just studying, you just and memorizing it. One thing I want to say is, like, you don't want to overwhelm yourself with memorization or studying. So just take it easy. When you get ready to take the certification, you're the one who's scheduling out. So I know some of us want to give ourselves some, deadlines, but be realistic with your deadline. Give yourself the best opportunity to pass the first time. So that's one of the things I wanted to advise you on. And then another thing, what I did is, so when you do get ready, that's my dryer, if anybody here at a washing machine. So one thing that I did do also, I looked at a YouTube video. So the YouTube channel is called, because I got it right here, it's called Value Insights. And so he goes over what's on that certification. So I listened to him. And then when you do, what is it called? When you do schedule your exam, you get the book. They also say that it's an open book test if you have the paperback book of that version, so you could do that. But so basically, so when I got that book, I just read through it. I read through what I believe what my teacher said was going to be on the test. And so after I did that, I did Quizlet, Blue Kit, listened to what he was saying, but I didn't stress myself out about it. It was just like a knowing that I was ready to take the test, and I already knew I was going to pass. I even knew that I was going to get the grade that I was going to get. So, and I got an 80. So, and let me tell you how long it took me to take the test. It took me 15 minutes, I think 15 to 20 minutes. It didn't take that long. The longest thing about that test was just, because when you're going to take the test, I took the test. Everybody, you have to take the test at home with your laptop. So if you're going to, or I don't know if it's a desktop, but when you get ready to schedule your test, you'll see that there is some guidelines that you have to abide by. So you have to be in a room. I think your windows cannot be, glass cannot be exposed, so no one can be looking through the window, or you can't be looking through the window. It needs to be covered up really good. I took mine just in my half bath, the bathroom. So because I didn't want no problems, and the door has to be facing them, so it has to be a door. So you can't take it like how I'm in here, an open space. You have to take it in a place where it's not gonna be noisy, and it's gonna be the door that they could see. So just take it. You could take it. I think you could take it in your closet, as long as there's a door and the windows are not being exposed. So I really had a wonderful, one thing when the proctor came on, that was my only problem that was my only thing I was like contemplating on or a little bit worried about is the proctor, because, sometimes people share their experiences and it can, influence how you will feel about your experience, what it may be. But my proctor was very nice. She was very sweet. And, I just really very grateful for her, because it made my experience just really easy. And after everything was done, I went ahead and I answered. I was just answering everything. And then I was going to go back and check my my answers. I said, I ain't doing all of that. And then after that, I looked at it and I, pressed whatever button I was pressing to say I was done. And I had an 80. In 15 to 20 minutes. It didn't take that long at all, because, long as you're studying and you believe within yourself that you are going to pass the test, then you should do it. But make sure you study, because there's some people who just think that they just don't have to. You have to study. You're going to have to study. So once again, it was Value Insights, that YouTube channel that I was looking at, and what he's saying is going to be on the test is going to be on the test. One thing I will say is sometimes, like I have heard from another classmate, that when I was in class, he took the test first, and he said that it is kind of worded in a way that you need to know the definitions of the words or the keywords or whatever. You need to know that, because they may word it in a way so you could they want to make sure that you really understand the word, what the definition of the word, what it means. And so just make sure you study. And but it's, to me, I'm not saying that either they gave me the most, I'm just gonna put it like this, either they gave me the most easiest version, because they're not going to give you the same exact test as everybody else. So everybody has their own version or whatever like that. So I don't know how many versions they have in their database, but I'm gonna tell you, like I said before, the test wasn't that hard. As long as you study, do your part, you're gonna pass. So I just want to encourage anybody, and I think that if you're like in a program that I am, and they have that certification available and they're giving you the vouchers, because I had some classmates that said, I'm not going to take that certification. You don't have to, but I think that it's good to get that certification. If they're giving you the voucher, I'm going to say I went to the VA, so the voucher wasn't free. Everything is included in the cost. So I would advise you to take your voucher that you have that's already paid for and take the certification. Like, why would you not? You never know what that certification can do for you in your career. So I just wanted to come on and just share with you my experience taking the ITIL certification. It was basically a breeze, 15 to 20 minutes like I had mentioned. Oh, it got a little darker because my computer went off. But anyway, so I just want to come over here to just encourage you, take the ITIL certification. Don't be nervous as long as you did your part. If you feel like you're going to pass, you feel like you're ready, I should say, then take it, because you did everything that you're supposed to do. You studied, you did your part, and ask God just to please help you, and you'll be good. That's what I do with every examination I'm going to take. I always say, Lord, please help me, as long as I do my part, because I'm not going to say that he won't give you the answers, because there has been people who have said that they didn't get to study and they got the Lord gave them the answers, so that's between them. But I know for me, I'm doing everything I can, and then I just pray the Lord please honor all the studying that I did, so I can remember the concepts and all of that stuff whenever I'm taking any tests. And like I said before, I have not, me doing, since I, being studying and praying, I have not failed I have not failed any test at all. So I just wanted to share that. And so if you're going to take it, if you're nervous, don't be nervous. Just prepare yourself. Have a beautiful day, and bye for now.